Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast, episode 714. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Connor?
Shit.
What's up, Danette?
What's up?
Daniel?
Shit.
Gloria?
Good evening.
Hi, Mike D.
Woohoo! Shit.
Okay. All right, so we were just doing the other cast, and we
Did
got...
you introduce Danette?
I did.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay, all right.
Wait, Danette, did I introduce you to last cast? I did, right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Now you got me second-guessing myself.
Sorry.
It's all right, I'm 2,000 years old. I need an eternal to remember things. All right, so anyway, again, I love the episode. I gave it 8.5. But the heck what I think. Let's see what you guys think.
8.5. Not an 8 or 9. 8.5, all right?
That's right. That's right.
All right.
There's a difference. All right, Mike D, what'd you think?
Oh, come on. Don't start with me.
They already said what they had to say on the cast.
We'll start with Connor. He's got a lot to say about this.
Connor.
Okay, fine. It was a good episode, significantly better than last week, but last week was still great. I'm really liking Maisie Williams' character, Ashilda. I've got a lot of theories about her. Well, actually, one main one, which is, I think, quite substantial. Yeah, but I really enjoyed the story. It wasn't anything too big. It didn't need to be anything too big. It was a nice, slightly somber historical episode with a lot to it. You know, the villain wasn't anything significant. Who cares? You know, still a good design for a lion, fire-breathing lion thing.
Incredible design.
Yeah. I mean, it leads a lot to the story arc of the entire series with the concept of hell and you know, the god of the underworld and
Well, Odin was an you know, the that type of set of gods, but there was a whole bunch of set of gods. Now, Hades is not from the same type of gods as Odin, correct?
Well, he's Greek, yeah.
He's
Hades is
Greek. Right.
Yeah.
Hades is
No,
Greek.
Odin is Norse.
Right.
Odin's Norse, but Hades is Greek.
Hades
Yes.
is Greek. Right.
That's correct. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So what's with all the Greek gods? What's with all the gods in general? They start doing. Is that like a new theme now too? They're gonna start doing, or is it just?
Well, it's
coincidence?
heaven and hell, same as last year.
Like
same as-
last year. Yeah.
It's a recurring theme throughout the whole of Peter's era. It's
Now,
heaven and
Connor, the doorway, the portal that opened, is that to a parallel universe or another dimension? What?
to
Because
another dimension, which leads me to believe that Ashilda is either, or she's either gonna be, or she's working with in the future, Missy.
Ah.
Because I mean, if you look at both of the characters and assess what they said and what they did in the episode, they mirror each other. I mean, she said she complained that the doctor abandoned her, same as Missy did. She said something about he's the guy that runs from everything, from the fallout of the problem. Missy said the same in the Which is Familiar.
so she's Missy's companion.
I don't know. I think she might become Missy because I think Missy might be a hybrid.
Wait. What do you mean become Missy?
Because it's been confirmed that she's returning in Face the Raven.
I know,
Wait.
but what do you mean she becomes Missy? I mean, she's not the master.
I don't think she's the master. I think she's the hybrid.
So Missy is not the master.
Well, I can't confirm that, can I? Because I haven't seen the episodes. But
Right. Okay.
I
got you.
think that she's the hybrid because, I mean, like, Ashilda said that about, you know, he's the person that runs. But she also said at the end that it's not the enemies you need to look out for, it's the friends. And the reason why Missy put the Doctor with Clara is because it's friends within enemies and enemies within friends.
I think the line was the guy who comes to the battle but runs away from the fallout. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was something like that. Missy said something similar in The Witch is Familiar.
But
And also, if you look at what at the end, when the Doctor looked at the photo and he saw a shoulder in the background, what did Missy say last year? I've travelled up and down your timeline. So
Whoa.
she's watching the Doctor, the same as Ashilda is.
Oh boy.
So I think they're in cahoots, or Ashilda will become Missy.
But see,
But
so wait a minute.
Then it links back
But
into
she
the
does-
hybrid thing.
But then
But
she's
she
not the
does know a lot
master,
about
though.
the
Then.
Doctor, though.
Yeah, well, maybe Missy's not the master after all.
Well, it's never actually been like she says this. She's the master, but what's stopping her from lying?
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
Ooh. That
Ooh.
would be the big shocker that's bigger than any other, season finale. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And it also leads me to believe that Ashilda's the one that kills Clara.
But he knows that Missy has 2 hearts. She doesn't have 2 hearts.
Yeah.
Hybrid.
Hybrid.
Hmm.
Ooh.
But
Very-
then she has
very-
time
very
for
good.
technology, though. How does she
Time
get?
Lord technology?
Yeah, she has
Yeah.
it bigger on the inside, which she did in Death in Heaven. Whatever the Cyberman came out of. How does she have Time Lord technology if she's a hybrid and she's not a Time Lord? She's a hybrid of a human and an alien.
The Eye of Hades to travel to the other dimension, back to Gallifrey. That's how Missy knows where Gallifrey is, allegedly.
From the Eye of Hades.
Yeah, because it's a portal to another dimension. So it all links into Missy's story. How she explained how she got to the Doctor. She put the Doctor and Clara together. She's practically stalked them throughout their entire time together.
Right. So if she's not the master, where's the master?
Who knows? On Gallifrey still?
What do you think, Chris?
Or could it be that she's just in cahoots with her?
I don't think Maisie Williams' shoulder is Missy.
I'm leaning
Well,
more towards that she's working with Missy because
Yeah,
I don't think that they would go back on that revelation from the last season because that was huge.
That
and
was
if they
huge.
did that, people would be like, "What?
Yeah,
Like,
they'd be
why
pissed
would you
off.
do that?" But
Yeah.
I definitely think that I think that at some point her and Missy are going to work together. At least maybe Missy lies to her and is like, "Oh yeah, I'm the Doctor's friend and he needs our help or I can help you watch him or something like that."
See,
And then she manipulates because honestly I think the Master can manipulate anybody.
Right.
So
based on what we saw in this episode this evening, I am convinced that Ashilda would be more influenced by someone like the Master more than the Doctor.
yeah,
Based on,
Yeah.
so I could see that easily happening.
Yeah.
But the only way she could die is like a
Because-
vampire. She gets the head chopped off.
Because she'd be able to travel with Missy, because the Doctor doesn't want to take her with him. I mean, maybe the Master would want to take her with her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gloria. Yeah, and the Master would to suit his or her own ends. Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's the same thing as well. Like, Missy wanted her friend back, being the Doctor, and Ashilda was desperate to travel with him. So it's like the same concept as well. And I mean, there's no mistaking that we saw streaks of evil in Ashilda's character throughout that.
Yeah, definitely.
So, it's, as Mike said, I don't think it's an unlikely prospect to assume that Ashilda might be influenced more by Missy than she is by the Doctor.
But being that she's in the current time that Clara's in, isn't she with Captain Jack Harkness? Because Captain Jack is in 2015. I mean, he's with Torchwood. Maybe she's working with Captain Jack.
Could be. She could meet
He
Captain
did tell her to meet up with him.
Yeah, I think she does meet Captain Jack at some point.
Oh,
So maybe Captain Jack's in the finale.
woo!
Could be.
Maybe Captain Jack's in the finale, and we're going about maybe she's with him rather than with Missy.
Maisie Williams for the second face of Bo confirmed.
Well, Face of Bo was pregnant.
I still think that she's going to work with Missy, but maybe she also, meets up with Jack at some time in her, sometime in her life.
Well, they certainly have the same size forehead.
I was talking about the last cast, and I says, "Oh, my friends mentioned." I was like, "You shoved it right on her forehead."
Hey, her forehead was so big it absorbed
All right.
technology.
Well, wait a minute. What now, Daniel?
Her forehead was so big it absorbed that alien technology.
Yes.
I believe that. Yes.
Okay.
Guys,
Why is there only 2 chips,
say-
Connor? I mean, wouldn't there be like 20 chips or something? That the heads of the Mayans. I mean, isn't there a chip in each Mayan helmet? They have like 5 or 6 of them.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of glad that they only use 2 because you don't want everyone to be immortal.
Well, why
then,
wouldn't Davros get it instead of like using regeneration energy? Like, hey, you know.
Well,
Yeah,
he'd
but
be
then
poking himself in the eye if he did that, though. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, like, but Swift now is immortal, right?
yeah.
Why? Yeah, I know. Wow.
yeah, he is immortal. Yeah,
Because he said he was lying, said he's not, and then she's like, you're lying, and he's like,
yeah.
So he's going to be in the finale too?
No, doubt
No.
it.
Oh.
He's such an insignificant character. I mean, he was great. I liked
He's
it.
an immortal, insignificant character.
But he's
Well,
immortal.
I can tell you one thing. Swift actually reminded me of Sabalom Glitz, if you remember that character.
He
Yeah.
reminded me of, like, for some reason, his friend from school, Dax. The Fourth Doctor found another Time Lord building, like, being like a mechanic, you know, on that planet that time with the Naimon, I think. Was it with the Naimon, the Fourth Doctor?
What the hell? What episode was that?
There was a Time Lord that just decided to be like a space mechanic. You remember that? Where like the Fourth Doctor, he said, was it Drax or Dax? And that guy was a Time Lord.
Well, Dax is Star Trek.
No, no. It was definitely a Fourth Doctor episode where there was a Time Lord that was like a mechanic, a fixer of things.
Huh.
So.
Well, Swift reminded me of Sabalom Glitz from the Trial of the Time Lord. That series.
Right. Yes, I remember him, and he wound up going with he
Perry.
took his companion.
Perry.
He took Mel's became his companion, didn't she?
Yeah.
Or Mel. Oh, right.
Mel,
Okay.
right? Yeah, she became his companion.
Yeah, because Perry married the king, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then died, allegedly.
Well,
Oh, what a waste.
but I want to think back now. Yeah, I'll find the episode. I'll Google it. I'll look it up. Maybe I even have it. It might be the Naimon episode. With and the guy was a Time Lord, and he's like, "What are you doing here? You're a Time Lord." And he's like, "Oh, fixing this thing." And he's like, "What?" He just wasn't. I guess he went to the school with the Doctor or the Master Ronnie, but he just didn't care about, like, you know, I just wanted to be a minor person, just fixing things throughout the galaxy and just regenerate, become, you know, mechanic forever, I guess. I don't know.
He's what's called a tinkerer.
Right. He didn't really care about being anything big.
Horns of Nyman?
Might be.
Okay.
Might be.
Time to go to Google.
That's it. Google it, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's the Naimon episode. Pretty sure. If I'm not all too senile, you know. But I might be right. It might be the Naimon episode he was in.
The Armageddon factor, so it was part of the Key to Time.
It might be. I think it's the Naimon. Look it up, the Naimon episode, yeah.
No, it's the Armageddon factor.
Right.
Which is
Yeah,
part
but
of
the Naimon appeared in there, and he defeated them with the dodecahedron.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yes. Yes.
Whatever the hell that is.
He only appeared. It only says that he appeared in one.
One episode. Yeah.
Yeah, the Armageddon factor.
Well, dodecahedron, I guess the what is it, like a pentagon is like so many sides. Dodecahedron is like 9-sided thing. I think. It's very hazy. It's in there somewhere. Just like, you know, Peter Capaldi can't remember Madame Pompadour.
So the Doctor defeated them with geometry? Because
I don't know.
that makes sense, actually.
Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna watch it now. I'm gonna watch it tonight
because I fall to geometry too. So you know.
Yeah. Anyway, we're getting off topic.
Well,
that guy was joking around with the Doctor like he knew him for like ages. That was so weird. At that thing, he's like, "Hey!" Like I'm like,
yeah.
wasn't that weird?
I think there was a bit of spite in that encounter there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could tell that they were trying to take the piss out of each other.
Yeah, totally.
This feline alien character reminded me of the character in Warrior's Gate that was kind of a lion cat thing. Yeah.
The cat drills or whatever.
He remind me of the Beast in
They could be they could be the Beast from Survival.
In which one, Gloria?
in the Linda Hamilton Beauty and the Beast. He reminds me of him.
Oh, yeah.
The Survival, though. Remember Survival?
They're
last-
cheaters, though. They're not.
The
Lion.
Master, last one on the Master, the classic series.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, but then again, I don't know.
The episode you hate, that was great.
I didn't like that
I
episode.
can think of another one he hates that was great as well.
Listen, I can't like them all. I mean, you know, I love Rings of Akaten. You guys, you know, don't love it, but you don't hate
I love it.
All right then. There you go.
I thought it was all right. But I mean, Connor hates on Castrovalva, and that totally discredits him in my eyes.
All right, well, let's stick with the episode. We're taking away. There's so much that happened in this episode. We're taking away from the episode.
But there's really not, though.
I actually agree with Chris. Not much happened, but it was.
Yeah.
All right, so why don't we just go with the rating so far?
No, actually, no, I disagree with that. A lot happened. A lot happened with the character of the Doctor. There was a lot that you saw that went on with his humanity and him regaining. He actually regained a lot of humanity in this that he sorely was missing from the start of the series. And he's actually regaining his humanity by what he's actually subjected to in these adventures, reflected back with these people that he's subjected to with the adventures he's on in this series. And the way that this episode ended with him and Clara was fucking brilliant. Pardon me. It was great.
That's fine. I actually thought that he's not taking her along because of Joe. Like, he doesn't want anybody with him and Clara.
You notice whenever she pulled the thing down, he looked at her kind of like sad, like.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
still think there's something like he knows something.
I
that,
agree.
Like it keeps on every episode. Any interaction between them looks like seems like really sad and
She
everything.
hugged him and stuff, and he's like, yeah. She's dying. He knows she's dying.
I agree with Gloria. They're going somewhere with that because like every episode, like they're really, really, really heavily laying it on that something bad's going to happen with Clara, and I agree with Gloria about that.
Yeah, he knows she's dying, and it's so obvious. Every episode, it's like, you know,
Well, actually,
save the people.
It's a coincidence that Maisie's coming back in the episode that Clara dies in, allegedly, because it could also explain why she doesn't want. The Doctor doesn't want a Shielder to go with him, because I'm under the impression that Shielder kills Clara.
Well, she looked at her from behind, like a Fatal Attraction type Glenn Close thing. Like if you could put a blade in her hand, it's like, you're gonna travel with her? Not for long. It's like, okay.
I don't disagree with you there. I could see a glimpse of jealousy / some sort of underlying evil in a Shielder, even in that picture alone. So
do you think the big thing is the Shielder is actually envious of Clara because Clara was allowed to travel with the Doctor and the Shielder was spurned by the Doctor in that regards?
I could see a Shielder killing Clara.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. I just see it.
And who else do we know wants to kill Clara? Missy, right?
Missy, yeah.
I see. You know what I see? I see a Shielder killing Clara accidentally, and then I see her killing her accidentally, and then the Doctor holding a grudge.
Well, see, I could see Missy manipulating a Shielder to kill Clara for her benefit because the Shielder is envious of Clara.
Right.
So anything's possible as far as that.
Yeah, I could see that happening. But then how is it going to get resolved? I mean, you're going to throw River into the mix or what?
Well, River is his constant. He can trust River.
Yeah.
Unlike
Like she said that there comes a time when he'll trust her completely, so he doesn't have to worry about her. But something's going to happen with Clara and She'll. I just feel it. And then the whole like him being upset and everything. So yeah, it's leading somewhere. Yeah, we hear her. He paused. Muted himself.
I think that honestly they may become enemies, Maisie, if she don't become a companion, or maybe she does become a companion afterwards.
I believe Faye Marseille will be the companion.
Who? You think so?
Yeah, Shona.
Shona's definitely okay.
Well, it's just strange that last week a report came up saying that she's the bookie's favourite. I mean, Capaldi was the bookie's favourite to play the Doctor.
What did Capaldi say about that, though? I mean, does he even mention her? Because isn't he trying to get her to stay still? Like I heard, Capaldi is still trying to, regardless of what was filmed, get her to return. Genevieve Coleman.
I think he just needs to accept that she's gone.
I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. I think that maybe. I mean, let me ask you a question. Could this whole thing about Doctor Who being delayed, right? Could it really not be about Moffat, but like Capaldi and Jenna Louise Coleman? That possibly they says, look, we guys give you some time. Would you just film with us? And maybe Jenna will be like, okay, and Capaldi will be like, okay, like maybe like. I mean, what do you think? Maybe it's a possibility that if there's nothing being filmed, right? Like in January, February, March, April. I mean, there's a possibility Jenna could still be in the season, technically. Because despite a Christmas special, so what?
But they announced she was leaving. It would be rather
tacky.
But Catherine Tate left in Runaway Bride, but then she came back as a companion.
Yeah, but she came back. She came back way later.
I know, but
they never announced that Donna was leaving, or that would be the last appearance of Donna. They're saying Clara. It would be tacky.
I think that that nothing is. I think that anything can happen in this day and age. That they don't go by set rules. They would bring her back in a heartbeat. Because look at Moffat. He ripped up how many things just to adjust her coming back.
They might bring her back in the future, but I disagree with them saying that she turns out to be in the next series.
But it wouldn't be right away, because what if there's not a season next year? And there's a season the year after?
Yeah, but it would still be the same, because if she's in the special, technically that's a series, because it's just a mini-series.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like Tennant would have...
Unless they have somebody else for the specials, and then she comes back the next season.
She did say she would be open to return. She has the key, jokingly.
Yeah. So there you go.
And Martha did come back for 2 episodes, with Donna, and then she came back. Well, technically, she came back more than 2 episodes. She came back, and then she came back in the finale with the,
I've got a weird
Journey's End.
I've got a weird feeling that they are keeping her character open, like Sarah Jane in the new. Like she's like the Sarah Jane of the new series.
Class?
No, I meant like they're gonna put her aside where she can come back later on. The character of Clara, where they're not gonna kill her, they're gonna leave like some open door where she could come back.
Yeah, I agree with that. I for some reason I don't think they're gonna kill Clara off, because she's such an important character to Moffat that I think him being like she's dead, that just seems too much of a stretch to me. I think everyone's assuming, or most everyone is assuming, that she's gonna die, but I just don't see them killing off another companion right now.
But if she'll die, she's definitely gonna probably have her memories erased or something.
Or something like that, or I just don't see them doing something very drastic to her, because she did all these important things, and then it's just like, yeah, now she's dead.
Yeah, I don't think it's that.
It doesn't seem to fit what they're doing with her.
So what do we have to work with right now? We know the Doctor is heavily alluding to the fact that something bad, as far as he knows at least, is going to happen to Clara. That doesn't necessarily mean that something actually will happen to Clara, right? So Clara might actually leave the series in a way that allows an open door for her to come back later, where she's not dead, but the Doctor may think she's dead for some reason.
I have a feeling that he was never going to bring her with him again. that he saw how she died, he avoided her, and due to the events of Davros and Missy bringing Clara into the picture, then he's like stuck with her in a sense where, because he doesn't really want her with him because he knows he's seen. I believe in The Magician's Apprentice, he saw before that her die, and then he went right, and the next thing was the Davros thing, and then it's like he's totally screwed up. He's acting out of character, and when he saw her, the way he embraced her, the way he said to her, "When do I not see you?" It was like ridiculous. And then he hugs her, and it's like really like, I honestly believe in Magician's Apprentice he saw her die already, and he's trying to avoid her being with him.
But maybe whatever it is that he saw, maybe it changes and she doesn't die.
I mean, here's the thing: she was in, the even though with the under the lake type of thing, he's saying, "Leave me, go get a hobby." She's like, "No." And even we saw in the girl that died, he's like, get a new hobby again. I don't want, without saying it flat out, because it probably would break his heart to just leave it there.
Yeah, but Joe, like the last Real Whovians cast that we were on, you were talking about how you didn't like seeing like this doctor being so like unconfident and all this kind of stuff going on. I think the doctor's actually becoming more humane with seeing. He's actually seeing the repercussions of things that occur and not able to run from them.
Why he didn't want the guys to kill on tonight's episode.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why Shield is such a vital character, because, like I said on the show a few days ago, she is a personification of the Doctor's mistake, because the Doctor put the immortality chip in her head without her even wanting it. So that's a mistake that he's going to have to live with. And now that she's said that she's going to watch out for him and she's going to, she's going to protect the Earth from him, it's even more of a big repercussion.
Well, not only just to protect the Earth, but to protect his companions.
Well, yeah, it's going to affect him for the rest of his traveling days, because she's always going to be there. She is the thorn in his side. She's his nightmare, in a way.
Unless she, at some point in time, becomes part of UNIT, where she's always monitoring what she's...
You know what she could do? A Shielder could be if Clara doesn't die, a Shielder could be the reason, whatever that reason is, for why Clara can't travel with him anymore. Like, something could happen there where maybe if Clara gets her mind erased or something like that, which I don't think is going to happen, but for some reason, if Clara doesn't die, there has to be a reason why she's not traveling with the Doctor anymore. Maybe there's a reason she can't travel with him.
I have a suggestion. Okay? In Mordrin Undead, if you guys remember that episode, right?
Yes.
Tegan and Nis, I believe, were infected with the virus where if they traveled through time, they would rapidly age. Remember that?
Yeah.
And he was forced to help those out, to use his regenerations to kill them, right? And it wound up that the energy paradox explosion from the past Brigadier and the present Brigadier touching was enough regeneration energy for like 6 regenerations that wiped them out. What if she's infected with something that she can't travel through time?
That's what I'm saying, right? That would be worse than her dying, because the Doctor could be like, hey, let's go somewhere, or like he knows that she's there, but they can never travel together.
Like, in other words, every companion has that radiation in them, that traveling through time radiation, right? That made the Daleks regenerate in the Dalek episode, and also in the Doomsday episode. Gave them, they just touched it in the Genesis arc, all that stuff, right? What if Ishilda, because she's jealous of Clara, okay, traveling with the Doctor, what if she infects, she's like, she tells the Doctor one more time, let me travel with you. He says no. What if in the finale all these, thousands of years that she's on the Earth, she infects Clara. She creates the virus where Clara can no longer travel through time. She infects her.
I just thought of something linked to your thing. What if Ashilda gives Clara the power of immortality so that she'll never die and she'll live a life of torture and sadness and pain so that she becomes even worse than Ashilda in terms of how tortured she was?
Yeah, but how could she do that, though?
Because she'll take the chip, she'll get the doctor to take the chip out of her head.
But she'll die.
Yeah, she'll sacrifice herself to make sure that Clara.
But that's not a loss for Ashilda because she already is dying inside. She would rather see Clara suffer than for her to live. She's already dead inside.
Exactly.
But from what I hear, she's going to be in an episode beyond this season.
Where did you hear that?
I heard, like, she's going to be in something else. It's not confirmed, but
I think that we really think about this, right? She says, "I'm going to protect your companions," right? Ashilda could come to the conclusion that not only does she have to protect his past companions, but she has to try and prevent future people from going with him, because who knows what's going to happen to them. So if she just decides, hey, I've got to find a way to keep people from going with him, what better way than to make sure that they can't, like, they literally just can't, maybe they can't even be near him or something.
Well, I mean, she could be the one that invented the thing in Unit where the TARDIS can't land.
That could happen.
Yeah.
I've just had an idea. Clara's the impossible girl. She's with the Doctor throughout history, but also because she jumped into the Doctor's timeline, she's also in history itself, just outside of the Doctor as well.
Yeah, so she probably met Ashilda in a different shape.
She probably is the immortal. She's the only immortal person. So if Ashilda gives Clara the immortality chip, then Clara becomes the impossible girl, the immortal girl.
I don't think she's going to be immortal. I think she's going to infect her with... Well, here's the biggest torture, right? What if the torture is that not only can't she travel through time, but she's stuck as an immortal? Meaning that she's stuck on Earth, but she can't travel to TARDIS, or maybe she can't even leave the planet.
Clara.
Yeah.
Well, we've all seen those pictures of her being a waitress, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the waitress.
So,
Yeah.
what if she's what if those pictures are for like her in the future, like way in the future, and he goes to visit her, and that's the whole thing where she runs outside and she hears him leaving or something.
Well, the thing I thought was that I guessed that he visited her like Rose before she became a nanny, taking care of those kids before, she's a waitress before that, years before.
She could be.
Like right out of school, doing that as to save money for her trip, for her
she
travel.
Don't know him. She don't know him.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't look. For some reason, I honestly think that would be a scummy thing to do.
Well, I mean, this is the thing too.
Hold on, we got echo. Echo. Okay.
Echo.
What I was gonna say was we can speculate about all this, and it's not gonna be any of this. It's gonna be something that Moffat came up with and they came up with, and whether maybe it's better than what we're thinking of, but I hope it is. But I just want it to make sense. Whatever it is, I don't want it to be like Maisie Williams just shoots Clara out of nowhere and she's like, I killed her. Because that'd be stupid.
What if Maisie is trying to kill the Doctor and Clara actually sacrifices herself for him and somehow sets into events the thing with the whole leaf and the parents meeting and all that stuff, to where her life cycle is like a full circle thing.
She was born to save the Doctor. That was the thing.
Exactly. There you go. Right there.
It also said in the trailer, born to save the universe. So
she's going to save the Doctor. Ashilda's going to do something, and she's going to take action to stop that and die. And that's where it's going, right?
Well,
there.
we also have to remember that freaking.
Children's from Clara.
Well,
Yeah.
there's another theory too.
The nether sphere.
Well, here's another theory too. Right, Missy could pop her out without the memory to be like a real jerk to the doctor. Where I saved her, but she don't remember you, so haha. Now she's gonna be some punk waitress, and that's it. Could be that, or it could be that when she dies, another Clara pops out because technically she went through his time stream, and because the reason why she don't remember meeting the 12th is because she dies, and then another Clara pops out.
Yeah, an echo, one of her many echoes.
Well, there'll be constantly echoes.
Yeah.
Now that she died, every time the echo dies, another echo pops up. It could be, as long as he's alive, she's part of his time stream.
Well, we have to remember too that Davros and the Daleks are supposed to be a part of this too. So.
Rumored, yeah.
Well, I mean, no, but like in the second episode, Misty's sitting there and she's like, "Oh, I just got an idea." Well, all those Daleks are surrounding.
Right, that's what
so
I
to
thought,
me,
that
I'm
she's
telling you,
gonna
the
team
Daleks
up.
are going to be a part of this with Davros because there's no way he's letting that go.
Right.
What he pulled in the first 2 episodes, he's going to come back worse than ever.
Yeah, he's gonna come to Earth this time. To hell with it. Now I'm gonna come to your backyard. Because I can't go to Gallifrey, so I'm gonna knock on your friend's door in unit. What's up, Kate? What's up?
Unlimited rice pudding,
Etc. Etc. Yeah.
like Sylvester McCoy said. Yes.
Yeah. So it's
So, what do you think, Danette? Chime in here.
Hey guys, I got to run, so I'll see you guys later. All right.
later,
All
bro.
right, take
Bye.
care, Chris.
Have a good one.
See you, man.
I mean, they're all good theories. I mean, any one of them I would like to see. But like you said before, what they have the idea for may not be what we want or what we think could happen.
Yeah, right.
So
We kind of say things that are so great that never
I
happens.
seriously think we are sometimes better than the writers themselves because
You're absolutely right. Of course.
yeah.
Yes. Our theories. I mean, look at the Capaldi regeneration with the face, with the fires of Pompeii. Our theories are like 100 times better than what it actually happened.
Really, that was so, undercooked, man. It was so undercooked. It's like, come on, do better than that. Half-baked.
Well, let me say something else. Didn't we have that journey to the center of the toilet?
Oh.
Wait. There is something important things happen in Journey to the Center of the Toilet. Okay? One, Clara knows his real name because she read it in the book.
Yeah.
And two, the TARDIS gives birth to machines. So why don't he have the TARDIS give birth to machines and save Clara? Or an invention to save Clara.
But can the TARDIS make something similar to the chip?
That's a good question.
He said in that episode it can make anything.
Unless he downloads Clara into the TARDIS.
Oh.
Oh.
That's why the TARDIS don't like her, because she don't like herself. No.
No,
She don't want, she's like, I'm not merging with the TARDIS. No way, you're not merging with me. It's like,
yeah, it's probably that if that's the case, and it's probably because there's two, and only one, is from the same, part of the.
hopefully, whatever reason we get is good. But for whatever happens,
Oh, and because she is similar to Captain Jack Harkness, does that mean that the TARDIS won't like her either?
I don't know.
Makes me
We're
wonder.
missing a vital clue.
What?
Ashilda ripped pages out of her book, the same as Clara did.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah.
How many years of Clara's life was ripped out of that book? Was it 2?
Went from 9 to 12.
Yeah.
So 3 years. There was 2 pages, I think it was, in Ashilda's. Maybe Clara did that for the same reason. Things got so bad that she ripped the pages out of her book.
I seriously want to know why her mother
That's
died.
a good point, Connor. Well, don't forget, too, I actually proved it in the cast already. River Song also has 2 journals because when she died, it was the last page of that journal, and we already seen her name in her doctor, so that's another page in her first brand new journal.
Oh, wait, I've got to go back a minute or so ago. What did Connor say? Sandra was talking in here. Sorry, I had to mute myself.
I said that
The pages
both
in
the
the book.
children and Clara ripped pages out of their books.
Right.
Well,
Yes.
Mark,
First met the doctor, so like, you know, Ashilda ripped those 2 pages out of her journal, and Clara ripped those. Well, it would have been what was the equivalent of 3 years of her life out of the book that she
the mom.
gave to her.
Or skipped them.
And she had children, right? Ashilda?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And did it say that she was a queen? And didn't it say she was a queen at one point and then she faked her death?
Yeah, she faked that.
Well, wait a minute. She didn't just have 3 kids. She had many kids before those kids, but who knows where they are at. Maybe she's connected with Clara in that sense.
Yeah.
Maybe she's an ancestor of Clara.
Ooh.
You know.
Another possibility.
Or River.
Or Madame Quivering. Maybe she's Madame Quivering and Shilder.
Oh, I was the one who posited that.
Maybe she's related to Amy.
Well, listen, she lives in the same house as Rose did, all of a sudden. Clara lived a lot of different places. It's crazy. So what? She could become a Madame Quivering, you say?
That was one of the thoughts that popped in my head when she was saying about looking looking after him, and then how he's like, "What, are we enemies now?" And it kind of made me think like how Joe said once that maybe Madame Quivering was a companion at one point and then turned on him or something, and that's why she's so angry, why she hates him so much. And I was like, huh. For a little moment, I thought maybe that thought, crossed my mind, but I'm like, no, because she can't age.
Well, maybe. What if the chip gets damaged inside her?
Well, I brought that up on the cast that Connor and I were on last, where I kidded around with Joe about that, about her being Madame Quivering.
Yeah.
They can always, we're looking for, such, concise explanations for things. They don't care. If they want a story to go a certain way, they're going to have the doctor or a character show up and go, oh, well, what do you know? I was wrong. 2 seconds. It writes away.
Or somebody can get a spear and stab her in the head, and there goes the chip.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I mean, it's graphic, but
Graphic, yeah.
Then that's
what is this, Mortal Kombat?
I guess.
I gotta tell you, I was really impressed by the writing and the delivery of the acting between Capaldi and Maisie Williams in their scenes in this, especially towards the end.
I concur.
Stuff.
Yeah.
There was some really strong things going on there.
Yeah, I agree too.
That really shows you the doctor right now is really, really, really conflicted with humanity versus being numb to things and seeking adventure. And her character of Ashilda is a perfect reflection, a mirror back to him of who he is, how he's been living his life.
And that's why the episode gets high marks for me, is because of the characterization, the dialogue back and forth, rather than an enemy, because the enemy's like, all right, the lying guy. Yeah, okay.
Maisie proved to me that she has a lot of emotional range in her acting that I thought she didn't previously have. I thought that she was superb.
She's
My
fantastic.
rating for tonight's episode is 7.5, by the way.
0.5. Where are these points coming from?
I don't know.
I know I'm asking out of seriousness. I'm not sure what makes something a 7.5 rather than a 7 or an 8.
Because it's not quite good enough to be an 8, but a little better to be more than a 7.
Well, there you go. There's a perfect explanation. All right.
Yeah.
It's a little shy of being an 8.
I would rate it that as well, so I agree with that.
Daniel, what about you, bro?
I didn't see it.
Oh, you forgot. We were talking about it.
So Daniel, you missed the doctor.
Oh shit!
The doctor regenerated at the end of the episode, and you missed it. What are you talking about? Seriously?
No.
We got a new doctor now.
Turn off his camera and light. Oh, we're so sorry, Daniel. We had forgotten that you were in and that you didn't see the episode. Darn it all.
Shit.
Awkward silence. Oh man.
Okay. Daniel, you didn't see it at all?
No.
I'm crying. I'm like literally crying. Like I'm just like cracking up. Not at all, man.
No, sorry.
That's right because his time difference. So he probably hasn't been able to find them because he probably likes to watch it at nighttime, right?
Actually, I missed it. I missed it. I couldn't.
Oh, you missed it. Okay. Joe, like he said a while ago, he's laughing right now so hard his eyes are watering.
I've got to say, next week looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, next week looks really good.
Is that Invasion of the Zygons?
The Zygon invasion, yeah.
Zygon invasion. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Strike that. Reverse it.
Two Osgoods.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that? How does that explain the Osgood parallel thing going on there?
Well, she had a twin sister, they said, in the 50th, but what does that have to do with the Zygons?
I think she's a hybrid. I still think she's a hybrid. Nothing is changing my mind on that.
But, Connor, didn't Missy said she smelled?
She killed the real Osgood.
She said she smells. And the Zygons smell.
Well, she didn't shower that day. Big deal.
Well, listen, Missy's taken over the world, so how could she have the chance to like that? Really, I mean.
She said that she didn't smell half as bad as she thought she did.
It's probably a Zygon. She's probably a Zygon died.
And I think that Missy killed the real Osgood, and the hybrid survived.
I don't think so, man. I think that the Zygon died. I think Moffat's full of crap.
Well, I mean, she's the perfect hybrid. She's the perfect character that could be a hybrid.
Wait a minute. Who pointed it out? Moffat didn't have a hand in this last episode, right? Or he did?
In this episode.
No, he did. Well, he did. It wasn't
didn't he?
written by him. No, it wasn't written by him.
No, didn't he
It was
co-write
written by
it?
Catherine Jenner.
Oh, so he didn't write. He didn't have any hand in it at all. Didn't have his credit like he did the last one.
No.
Are you sure about that?
Only by Catherine Jenner, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the last one had his name in it.
Yeah, I don't know why. Probably because of the face thing, but this one didn't.
And, like they said, it wasn't really a two-parter. It was just connected.
I thought it. Are you sure his name wasn't in the credits? Sure.
Nope.
I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm sure. I remember it.
Okay. That's interesting. I'm surprised. All right, but anyway, getting back to the Zygon thing, I don't think, honestly, I think Osgood is just real. I think she's fine. I think that, you know, Kate Stewart's like, oh yeah, that Zygon died. Honestly, that's what's probably going to happen. Yeah, we didn't have a funeral.
And I'm sure that if that is the case, and they just like really quickly explain it really quick, we're going to have an uproar.
They're going to explain it in one sentence where he's going to be like this, and she's like, oh, it's Zygon died, don't worry about it. So, okay. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be one of those one-sentence
explanations. No, if they can explain it correctly, if they can explain the situation correctly, and like give it enough time to kind of really see it and kind of like, wow, kind of explanation, and then we would be happy. But if they just the one-liner, you know
what? I don't care if they, in this case, in this one case, Osgood's back. I like Osgood.
Yes.
I don't care. I don't care how you explain it. Doesn't really matter.
Oh wait, didn't Missy blast herself and Claire with that device? And she blasted Osgood with a device. Could she not have been doing the same thing with Osgood?
Correct.
Like she did with Clara. Yeah.
So she didn't kill Osgood, right?
But there was sand. She turned to dust.
That's the same thing that Rose Tyler turned to sand in that episode of season 1.
True.
Yeah, trans fat, whatever.
Yeah.
So everybody's alive. Everybody lives.
Yeah. Everybody wins. I love that.
For once, everyone lives.
Where in Connor? Where are the Weeping Angels?
In the finale, I think.
Really?
Woo-hoo!
Well, they can't be anywhere else, can they? Because they can't be. They could be in the found footage episode.
So if the Weeping Angel touches a shoulder, they'll blow up.
No, forget that.
Because
Where's
she's
River
part of
at?
history. River's Christmas.
Tell her.
I do
Oh,
want
wait
her
a
to
minute.
show up at the end
Are they
of
going
it,
to do
though.
that with the Christmas tree and mistletoe and stuff with River? Yeah.
What?
Like mistletoe. He's going to be like is it going to be like a romance Christmas?
Are you talking about
You
the
mean
second-
the
River
cross
Song.
bears? The last cross bears? But that was 11, or at least I hoped it was 11. But
No,
oh
I'm saying,
well.
are they going to do like is it going to be like Singing Towers? Is it going to be like a,
I don't think it will be Singing Towers. Cause
Yeah, I don't think
that
so.
It won't be her last episode, but I think they will have it. They will show the Singing Towers when the time comes. But it'll probably be right before.
What if the finale ends, right?
Mhm.
And he's like, you know what? I save people. And he goes to the library and just restores her body with nanogenes. He's
I
like,
would freak out.
maybe he does that. He's like, you know what? If I
That
could just
would
give
be the
immortality to
best-
this guy, who I don't
That
even
would be
know.
the best Christmas gift I could ever get. I'm telling you, I would be so happy. I'd be over the moon. I'd be like, that's it. Best present ever. Thank you.
The moon is an egg, Gloria. All right?
That was stupid.
Be like Ego, the living planet. That's the next story. Be like the Earth is a alien. Anyway, Danny Pink gets no love. I gotta say.
What?
What is it that Danny Pink is just left out there?
Yeah.
They know he's alive somewhere. That's ridiculous. Even Missy knows. She's just like, he's not back yet, right? That's bad. Oh, well. All right, Daniel, you going to watch the episode?
No, it looks boring.
Oh,
Wait, what?
No, it's good. Man.
It's actually good.
No.
Yeah, don't
Wait,
you
we
like
have choices? We can say no to episodes? Really?
I think personally, Daniel, I think you actually might enjoy it a
Wait,
lot.
Daniel, you've seen every single episode of New Who, right? Or no?
Yeah.
So why now do you refuse it?
I don't know. It just
Does
doesn't seem
you
like
guys
I'm
look
really
boring?
Listen, Daniel, listen to me. Daniel, I know why, okay? Her forehead's okay. Please don't. Daniel.
She's not gonna come through the screen and suck through
Don't
it.
listen. Forget about the forehead jokes. Just watch it, please.
Okay.
That's better. Okay.
I think you'll like it.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of the forehead. Ooh.
Right. There's a chip in there. Just remember that. All right. On that note, guys, thank you very much, Connor, Mike D, Danette, Daniel, Gloria, Chris L. Take care. Bye for now.